So let's talk about it. Let's talk about turning 40. Let's talk about the yo-yo dieting. Let's talk about gaining weight and losing weight and the vicious cycle of trauma we put on ourselves with not being happy and not choosing the right choices, right? Like, it is so hard to figure out how to just eat right. Discipline of the mouth. Oh, let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Crystal Faye. Welcome to Crystal Faye's YouTube channel. And in this title, as you can see, we are going to talk about how I lost 30 pounds and gained it all back within less than 6 months, right? So, short backstory of myself. My name is Crystal. I have two beautiful boys. I had my boys late in life compared to some people, but now it's a trend to have your babies in your 30s. I have my first child at 31 and my second child at 35. And when I say late in life, because once you have your baby around like 35, and I think it's even earlier than that, they want to call it a geriatric pregnancy. Here that I felt great having my babies in my 30s, just FYI, but we are not here to talk about that. So after I had my babies, I had my first baby natural, my second baby I had a cesarean, and my second pregnancy was really tough on my body. So after my second baby, around 38 years old, I found myself like really not feeling like myself, really unhappy, had a lot of belly weight in the midsection, and whatever I was putting on, it did not fit right. I really don't have a butt in the back. I have bigger boobs, and then my stomach was hanging over. I was not feeling sexy at all. And I went on this journey. One lady from my church, she kind of introduced us to someone by the name of Dr. Joe. I don't know if he's a real doctor or whatever, but he has a program called the 40-day turn up. And I went hard on that program because my goal was to get myself back. I was losing myself. I had two boys. I was snacking with them. I was eating with them. I wasn't moving like I should have. I was getting depressed. I even wrote some notes down here. With all the weight that I gained, I realized that I didn't have any self-control. I was late night eating. I was stress eating. I was sad. My clothes were not fitting. I had a sweet tooth. And then when I went to the doctor one year for my yearly checkup, and mind you, I'm 38, they were like, you're pre-diabetic. And I'm like, what? And it's not even all about the number on the scale, but it's where you're gaining the weight. And all of my weight was coming to my midsection. And that attacks your insulin. And when your body start becoming insulin resistant, you are going to have a difficult time gaining weight. I am not a doctor. I am not a health counselor or therapist by any means, but this is just some things that was happening to me. I wasn't feeling sexy enough with my husband, and two, I think, to be honest, I know this is a little bit of a taboo conversation, but I felt like me and my husband was kind of growing apart, right? I wasn't feeling sexy about myself. I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was sad. I didn't want to really dress up the way I used to dress up because clothes was not feeling well. I know everybody's talking about this body positivity, but you have to be comfortable in the body you live in. And I did not know that body at all. That body had been through two babies, gained all that weight, and I was lost. I'm gonna be honest. I was lost. Y'all can call it vain. Y'all can eat me up in the comments and everything like that. But I was not feeling just like I wanted to feel, right? How I wanted to show up in the world. Back to the journey. I went on a journey. It's called the 40-day turn up with Dr. Joe. I will put it in the link below. That changed my life. In less than 40 days, your girl lost 30 pounds. At my biggest, I was like 185, reaching 190. Me and my husband went to Jamaica on vacation and we had a ball. But when I came back from Jamaica, I was so in my eyes, big. I had not been almost 185, 190 since pregnancy, and I found myself that big. And this program was like God sent to me. And on that program, I got all the way down to 159, and it was just amazing. It was just like somebody new had a rose in me. And I'm gonna be honest, like my husband even, and don't eat my husband up in the comments, because like men are just visual creatures, right? And when he met me, I wasn't 190, right? We met when I was like, what, 28, 29. And here I am, almost 9 years later, and your wife. And of course, I had two beautiful boys for him, but like, I lost myself, and he could feel it. He can see it, you know. However, on this weight loss journey, he was like, oh, you look good. And the compliments start coming. And I really liked it that. I wanted that from him and not other people and things of that nature, because sometimes we need the support of our spouse to feel encouraged. So that was getting back. Our relationship was getting back. It didn't make everything perfect, but it made it better, right? I wanted my husband to feel attracted to me. I wanted to feel attractive. So I did the program. I lost the weight. And on the program, let me give you a brief summary of the program. The program was really intense, right? Exercise, eating right, drinking your water. So first thing, we're cutting out everything. I was not a drug person, so I didn't use marijuana or anything like that, but cutting out all illegal drugs, cutting out alcohol. Now, I was not a big drinker. I am still not a big drinker. However, it is no alcohol for 40 days. Cut the alcohol out. And then the pasta, rice, no bad carbs. Yes. On this program, you could not do any bad carbs. And we went by the 80-20 rule. 20% of your plate should be protein, 80 should be healthy carbs like fruits and vegetables, things that has grown from the earth. And when I say it transformed my body, not even just with the weight loss, but the clarity in my mind from leaving alcohol alone, leaving sugars alone. Also, no sugars, no sweets, no snacking. We had to eat 4 times a day. 4 times a day. And then we had to drink water. So say if you were 200 pounds, you had to drink half your body weight in ounces. So you had to drink 100 ounces of water a day. And that was to flush you out. And when I say the weight start falling off, the weight start falling off. Girls, I was out here feeling myself. I think the last time I wore a half top, whatever we call them, was like in college. And here I am, 2 babies, wearing a half top. Ladies, I was just feeling myself. And I kept the weight off for 2 years. And then this year it went boop, 40 came. And I was keeping the weight off. I think I was looking pretty good for my birthday. And then stress happened. My grandmother had 6 strokes at one time. Thank God she did not pass away, but that hit me like a ton of bricks. My husband lost his granddad in this year, in June, hit us like a ton of bricks. Our children had an incident at school. Like, it just broke my heart, because if you are a mother and anything happened to your babies, you are jacked up. You know, relationship issues. Everybody goes through stuff in their marriage. So I just felt like I was just in a warped place of like, man, everything was piling on top of me. However, that was no excuse, because I found myself eating to numb everything. My grandma in the hospital, I don't know if she's dying. I'm going to eat. Oh, me and my husband is into it. I'm going to eat. My kids, what I'm going to do, got to find a new school. I'm going to eat. And I've lost control. And one thing in your 40s, you cannot do what you used to do in your 30s and 20s, and especially in your teens and your 40s. I used to play basketball in high school. I could eat a bag of Flamin' Hots. I could eat a pizza. I can have so many juices and just nothing happened. It's not the same in your 40s. So ladies, if you're watching this video and you're in your 20s or your 30s, don't do it. Start to train your mouth. Start to train your appetite now. Because when you get in your 40s, that stuff is going to stick to you like glue. And that is where we are now. Like, me realizing like I cannot use trauma and stress to navigate or guide me down a path that is unhealthy for me, right? I don't want to be pre-diabetic or diabetic now in my 40s. My children need me. And because I had them late in life, I have to live longer for them. And I want to live a healthier life for them. So we have to watch what we eat. I have to get the weight off because diabetes is something that you should not play with. The reason why my grandma had those strokes is because she had diabetes. I lost an uncle who had his legs amputated, his eyesight gone, blind because of diabetes. None of these people did drugs. None of these people drank, but diabetes, what you put in your mouth. So now I'm 40 and I'm like, what happened? Why did I lose self-control? And sometimes we can find ourselves in a rut, but we have to pick ourselves back up and be on track and get back on track. And that's what we're doing. So right now, on this journey that I'm on, turning 40 and gaining those 30 pounds back, I'm exercising. I'm watching what I'm eating. I am drinking my water and carrying my water with me. I am adding vitamins. I am going to the doctor because sometimes, ladies, we don't go to the doctor, and turning 40 is a whole nother thing. Premenopause. I don't know if I'm in premenopause or not. However, I know things are changing in my body and I need medical attention to figure that out, as well as holistic attention, meaning that eating the right things and doing the right things. So yeah, I don't want to make this video long or anything like that, but if you have gained the weight back like I have, get up, exercise. I just did a video from couch to 5K. We had a 5K hot chocolate run here in Chicago, and I made my husband like get up and run with me. Like, we didn't train for it, but you know what? This is the beginning. This is where we're starting a new journey, a new chapter to a better life, a healthier life. So drop it in the comments if you have lost weight and gained it back. Drop in the comments what tips have really worked for you, either in your 40s or not even just in your 40s, but what has worked for you as a woman to drop the weight off. Yeah, let's talk about it. And until next time, thank you for listening to me. I'm Crystal Faye, and if you like what you see now, please subscribe to my channel. This is a channel that we talk about a little bit of fashion, life skills, and food, fun, and family. And until next time, be blessed, everyone.